In this video, you will listen to the valuable teachings of Hazrat Ali, one of the most remarkable figures in Islamic history. A significant portion of these words is taken from the esteemed work Nahj al-Balagha, which contains the sermons, letters, and wise sayings of Hazrat Ali. Nahj al-Balagha is considered one of the most important sources of Islamic thought and literature. Hazrat Ali's profound wisdom and sense of justice have been a source of inspiration for many over the centuries. We are excited to share the timeless words of this great caliph with you. We hope that these words bring a new perspective to your life and healing to your soul. You recognize a person not by their prostrations, but by their truthfulness and their trustworthiness. The true orphans are not those without parents, but those deprived of knowledge and morals. Do not think that modesty is only obligatory for women. A man's modesty lies in his lowered gaze. There will come a night when wealth will be in the hands of the miserly, the sword in the hands of the fearful, and the pen in the hands of the ignorant. The enmity of relatives and the torment of friends are more painful than a serpent's poison. The punishment for speaking without thinking is being condemned to think after you have spoken. If one were aware of the divine mercy surrounding them, they would never lift their head from prostration. Meeting with Allah comes from staying away from wicked people. Words are like medicine. A little cures, but too much can kill. The one with little knowledge who acts on it is better than the one with much knowledge who does not act. The guess of a wise person is superior to the certainty of a fool. Never respond to a lowly word, for the one who speaks it likely has even lower words to offer. A child's heart is like an uncultivated field. Whatever you plant, it will grow. Blessed is the person who does not get angry at harsh words, but instead seeks a way to benefit from them. Listening to your wife does not show weakness in a man. It shows he values the trust placed in him. Those who avoid evil do not encounter it. The lazy cannot free themselves from it. The most deafening sound in the world is the silence of an oppressed person in pain. Whoever avoids hatred finds peace in both heart and mind. A person's arrogance is a sign of weak intellect. Do not be too rigid, for you will break. Do not be too soft, for you will be trampled. When the word is still in my mouth, it is my prisoner. Once it leaves my mouth, I become its prisoner. The day when the oppressed takes revenge on the oppressor will undoubtedly be harder than the day the oppressor committed their injustice. If a person brings no benefit to others, count them among the dead. There are two kinds of patience. Patience for what you dislike and patience for what you desire. Do not be a slave to anyone when Allah created you free. Doing good, pursuing good deeds, being patient in the face of hardships, and not complaining about misfortunes are among the treasures of paradise. Remember this well. The peace of the envious, the friendship of the impatient, and the bravery of the liar are all short-lived. Do not rejoice at another's downfall, for you do not know what time has in store for you. Keeping a secret is a test of willpower. Whoever fails this test cannot succeed in any test of life. Never grieve over things you do not have. If they are destined for you, they will find you when the time comes. A person's value is understood by the people they associate with and live alongside. A crooked ruler cannot draw a straight line. A person's friend is proof of their intellect. The loyalty of a person without character praises today and curses tomorrow. If you are right, do not fear, for the truth will protect you. The greatest book to read is humanity. Whoever truly knows and loves us, undoubtedly loves Allah. As the end of a tyrant approaches, their cruelty increases, and they become even more savage. If you face the troubles that attack your heart with the shield of patience, No sorrow can strike you at your core. Doing little worship and working hard is better than doing much worship and working little. Do not let greed make you a slave. The truth created you free. People envy those who rise quickly, yet the fastest risers are dust, smoke, straw, and feathers. The cry of an oppressed person is as vast as the space between the earth and the sky. One with good morals is loved by many. Advice given to someone in front of others is not advice but an insult. An evil person has no good intentions toward anyone because they see everyone as being like themselves. The person who is full of self-admiration and satisfaction suffers many sorrows and pains. Do not equate the good and the bad, for this equality will discourage the good from doing good. A person of quality prefers that the attention and sincerity shown to them do not exceed proper bounds. When the heart is heedless, there is no benefit in the eyes seeing or the ears hearing. As a person's wealth increases, so do their enemies. As their knowledge increases, so do their friends. No curtain can hide from an eye that refuses to see. What can the light do? Do not befriend those who place too much value on worldly possessions. If you become poor, they will despise you, and if you become rich, they will envy you. Do not rush in any matter more than necessary. Those who are careful protect themselves from falling into difficulty. Knowledge was but a single point, but the ignorant multiplied it. Play with your children until they are 7 years old. Be their friend until they are 15, and after that, consult with them. No difficulty is as hard as the difficulty of losing courage. Do not rejoice too much in what you gain from this world, and do not grieve over what slips from your hands. Let your joy come from what you send forth to Allah, and let your sorrow come from what you leave behind. Be preoccupied with your afterlife, and let your concern be for what follows your death. A wise person never shares these three things with anyone: the wrongs done to them, the secrets they hear from others, and matters within their family. People are of two kinds. Some are your brothers in faith, others are your equals in creation. You should act small with the small and great with the great, but never lower yourself to an indecent level or demean yourself. Do not reveal your secret to anyone but yourself, for every advisor has another to whom they confide. Abu Bakr is like a mountain unaffected by any wind. Whoever adheres to these three things will be fortunate: giving thanks when receiving blessings, asking for forgiveness when provision is cut off, and saying frequently in times of distress, "There is no power or strength except with Allah, the Most High, the Supreme." Hazrat Ali was raised by our Prophet Muhammad and grew up as one of his closest companions, serving as an extraordinary role model both within the family and as an Islamic leader. His vast knowledge and just leadership made him not only one of the most respected figures of his time but of all times. Hazrat Ali strived to shape the Islamic society into one based on justice, equality, and knowledge, facing numerous challenges along the way. His teachings reflect the inspiration he received from our Prophet and the universal messages of the Qur'an. The wisdom in his words remains a guiding legacy for all of humanity to this day. We should strive to live our lives with a better, more just, and wise approach by drawing from these valuable teachings. Hazrat Ali's life continues to provide us with the strength to act in the light of justice and knowledge in the face of every difficulty we encounter. His esteemed life and teachings have been a source of inspiration for generations, embedded in our memories. His caliphate coincided with one of the most turbulent periods in the Islamic world. He became caliph in 656 and served in this role until 661. During this time, he witnessed significant internal conflicts, such as the Battle of the Camel and the Battle of Siffin, and strove to prevent the division of the Islamic community. The end of Hazrat Ali's life came with a tragic assassination carried out by Ibn Muljam during the Fajr prayer in Kufa. He succumbed to his grievous wounds shortly after passing away in 661. His martyrdom left a profound impact on Islamic history, and his death marked a great sorrow and loss for Muslims. Hazrat Ali's life continues to inspire us with the power to act with justice and knowledge in every challenge we face. We sincerely thank you for listening to and appreciating our video. We hope to remain in your prayers and well wishes. The most beautiful prayer is the one offered by a friend for a friend, unknown to them. Please do not forget us in your heartfelt prayers. We would be honored and grateful if you subscribe to our channel, support our videos with comments, likes, and shares, and most importantly, share what we have shared with you, with your own friends.